Good afternoon, dear students. Today we start to study next course, Technology Management. This course is about understanding the role of technology and data analytics in people management. You can see our plan on this course. In this introductory class, we already talked about the course itself and its principle. We will also talk about the importance of human resource management, importance of human resources, data analytics will change in society, technology, and human resources function. And we will go over the aspects of people analytics capabilities. The next topic, performance management, we will discuss the centerpiece component of the class, performance management. Understanding how performance is managed is paramount to utilizing people management tools that affect performance. In all subsequent topics, we will refer to performance metrics at the organization to measure the influence of various people management processes on organizational performance. The first topic will deal with culture and values, which are similarly hard to measure even though they affect performance on strategic and organizational level. The 5th and 6th topic, we will discuss engagement as well as non-monetary and financial incentives. In the 7th topic, we will cover probably the most fun and talked about part of planning at the organization and recruitment in workforce management. And the final topic will be dedicated entirely to management people development programs and measuring their return on investment. Most businesses spend a lot of money on people, depending on the industry and organizational structure. Some of 40 to 70% of expenses are directly or indirectly connected to employees. However, without proper analytics, how do we know if we spend the money in the right way? People analytics is a set of tools that helps us to understand whether what we are doing in terms of human capital is right and beneficial for the organization. Efficient spending is the first challenge people solve. Human capital is a key answer for many organizations, and it is also a key competitive advantage for many market leaders. It drives business performance, yet it is which is an obstacle to performance improvements. Making alterations in what and how we measure using the second part of the finally in efficient investment. Not all organizations pay competitive salaries, but they often make additional investment in attraction, selection, assessment, and development. The last part alone is approximately 1,020 200 to 1,400 US per employee in the United States. Those investment decision and improving them is yet another challenge people on analytics is solving. Most other business functions naturally started applying data logicals a long time ago. Manufacturing, marketing, finance, it had to come to human resources. Knowing that part of people management is a necessity not an option anymore. There are two facets of human resources data analytics. One is the quality of the data itself. This includes the timeliness and consistency of the data. The most advanced analytics tools would be rendered useless if your data can be trusted or doesn't measure what matters. The second facet is what you do with your data. At the fundamental level, you collect, measure, and report statistics and conduct descriptive analytics. You try to understand what happens and how many employees left, what was employees left, what was the attraction level last year, what was the median salary at your call center. At the basic level, you do this reactively when asked. At the more advanced reporting level, you do this proactively. Build dashboards, analyze trends, conduct benchmarking. So, once again, building dashboards for executives who can act upon this data, providing analytics of trends and doing benchmarking. At the advanced analytics or diagnostic analytics level, data from different sources, both internal and external, are integrated. At this point, you are able to answer questions like, why is my attrition so high? Why some of my employees more productive than others? Why did some of my employees' performance decrease after we started subsidizing lunches? Predictive analytics is a level that allows you to integrate even more data, including business performance data. You will answer questions about the future. What will happen if I implement a new compensation model? How many employees will I need at our new location next year? Next level, this is prescriptive analytics. What should I do? Prescriptive analytics uses deep learning to support or even automate decision making based on your external and internal data analytics, and it allows you to predict the future. Human resources has historically been a very compliance focused transactional process oriented function. When it comes to data, HR department professionals all over the world are still mainly concerned with statistics, which are hugely disconnected from the matters of organizational performance. At the same time, people's decisions in all sorts of organizations, big and small, have been fraught with biases, both conscious and subconscious. Who gets hired, who gets promoted, who will get a bigger rise, how will bonuses be distributed. This combination of biased decision making and robotic like rigid personnel department policies has been contributing to suboptimal performance. People analytics is not a panacea, of course, but it can contribute to figuring out the most engaging policies and reduce bias. And this course is about understanding the role of technology and data analytics in people management. We believe that this understanding can help turn people management and HR functions from transactional service providers to strategic partners playing a key role in the boardroom. So this course is about analysis and exploration. This course will be most beneficial to aspiring principals and HR professionals that to contribute better to improve business performance. It is also beneficial to anyone who's tasked with managing teams. It doesn't matter how large or small. The high impact HR operation model outlines a next evolution for the way HR can work. It moves beyond a concept of service delivery to a way of operating where each component's purpose and place in the model plays an important role in achieving high impact HR. It may be especially beneficial to current or prospective business managers and or owners as they will learn about better use of the core asset of their team members. In essence, as an human resources professional, you will learn how to be most beneficial for your organization, and as a manager, you will learn how to get the best from your HR function, whether you perform it yourself or there is a large HR department in your organization. The imperatives of efficiency and cost reduction have always been part of the HR mandate, but now driven by global economic growth, emerging markets, and the demands on 21st century workforce, HR must support and drive a range of business incentives. Human resources does not take on all these mandates by itself, but human resources is responsible for putting the right people, processes, and corporate culture in place so that leaders and employees can take them on. It should be noted that nearly 40% of the variance between high performing and low performing enterprises is connected to the combination of business leader skills, people management skills, and HR performance. Also, it should be noted that high impact HR positions the HR team to play the instrumental role in fostering leadership and people management capabilities that organizations need for higher performance. In most cases, the skills are universally applicable across industries, as well as both in for-profit and non-profit organizations. Throughout this course, you will be improving your skills of applying data analysis to key HR processes so that they contribute to great organization performance. Today we will talk about three major changes that led to the dramatic rise of people analytics in the world. Changes in the role of HR, changes in the tech world, and advances in social studies. The workforce is evolving. It's becoming more mobile, more independent, more diverse, and more volatile. People who work for you may not work at your organization and may not even report to you. Even small companies sometimes employ people living in different time zones. Because of this, and because in the information age, people create most of your organization's value, HR's role becomes strategic rather than operational. In fact, every manager almost in any organization becomes an HR person and must have a very strong command people management concepts and skills. In this slide, you can see a four stages HR transformation model by George Versin. Companies may find themselves between different stages and most according to Versin and transitioning from stage 2 to stage 3. HR has gone a long way from being a compliance and control function responsible for making sure everybody fulfills their quota. At this stage number 2, it takes on service functions to respond to the need of business units. Its focus is service delivery efficiency. Then it transitions from stage 2 to stage 3. It starts focusing on building world-class talent programs and embracing new technologies. At the stage number 4, human resources becomes an important strategic partner but also supports business decisions at every level from top to bottom. It makes human resources analytics and technology in learning, recruitment, engagement, and so on an integral part of every business process. You know that past decade technology changed dramatically. The fact that you are able to take this course on multiple devices from virtually anywhere in the world is just one example of many technological advances that happened in just 10 years. HR has been affected by this tectonic shift as well, though it has been slower to adjust than other functions. Cloud technologies, advances in machine learning, faster processing allow to store and analyze vast amounts of data from within and outside of organizations. This triggered the development of predictive analytics in human resources, allowing to explain and predict things like why and when people would be looking to leave their employers. Now new HR policies will affect employee morale and by corollary performance. How many people will the organization need to hire? What skills set will make it successful in the future? How successful would someone be in a particular role? Big data analysis contributed significant to psychological assessment technology by providing researchers with larger samples of psychometric data than they could ever get a hold of before. And connecting this data with organizational and individual performance. The proliferation of mobile devices and social networks lead to an explosion of people data which can be used to make predictions about users and potential employees, and craft marketing messages to effectively target small segments of promising candidates. Technology has also made advanced HR management tools more accessible to small and medium-sized companies, and whole slew of HR technology startups emerge with affordable services for small and medium-sized enterprises who no longer need to store data on their own services. Can take advantages of big data analytics without owning much data themselves, and using performance boosting gamification tools which provided successful for similar companies without performing expensive in-house research. Since the 18th century, we have relied on Adam Smith's presumption that human beings are rational. That has grown to become the only axiom of economics. Turns out it's not necessarily true. It is a starting point from which many conclusions are derived, and that is also the reason why they cannot be proved. However, we have seen so much evidence of internationally irrational human behavior in terms of pure economics that it is hard to conquer. What is rational? For example, in investing your precious time to create and edit Wikipedia articles. Yet have so many people do it that has long become the largest and the most accurate encyclopedia of all times. That and many other examples change our understanding of human behavior. Clearly, rationally cannot explain it all. If human beings were entirely rational, management tasks would be simple. The more you pay, the better people perform. It turns out it is not that simple after all, and we need to study human behavior in every specific case to identify what motivates people, and then again brings us to people analytics as a tool that helps understand that motivate people to demonstrate their best performance in your organization.